I got number 2 in the world when I was 15 years old. Now, significantly older, 20 years old and not getting any younger. And I have the privilege of talking to a handful of pros and top 10 players every single season. And so in this video, I want to break down a handful of themes I see repeated that if you fix, you could 10x your ranked progression. Theme number 1, high ranks by time and low ranks by the ball. Low ranked players are always rushing, always trying to make the next play as fast as possible. But high ranked players understand that time is a resource. They fake challenge, they delay touches, and they take control instead of just hitting the ball away. Think about it like this. A low-ranked player sees the ball bouncing and immediately thinks, let me try to shoot this ball even if it's really awkward. Whereas a high-ranked player waits a second, lets the ball drop, and then takes a stronger, more controlled shot. Or maybe he even fakes the ball entirely. The moment you stop treating every touch as urgent and start thinking about how to use time to your advantage, you'll notice a massive difference in your control over the game. Real quick, my team of SSL level coaches is looking for 30 dedicated Rocket League players to rank up in the next 30 days. And the best part is, you don't have to grind for hours with no direction. And my team will give you a proven system to improve efficiently. And if you don't see real progress in your mechanics or your rank, we'll do 2 things. 1, we will give you all of your money back, no questions asked. And 2, we'll keep working with you until you reach these goals. And we do this because I want every player I work with to have an amazing experience and because we're confident that we can deliver on our results. If that sounds fair, DM me on Discord with the word coach to get started today. Let's get back to the video. Theme number 2, high ranked players position for the next play, whereas low ranked players position for the current play. Most low ranked players only focus on where the ball is right now. That's why they're consistently out of position. They react too late and they end up chasing every play. High ranked players, they're always thinking ahead. Instead of watching the ball and trying to react to what's happening, they position themselves before the play happens. For example, a low ranked player will sit in net waiting for the shot. A high ranked player will move to back post early so they can challenge or clear without panicking. The difference is that high ranks prepare while low ranks struggle to catch up. If you ever feel like you're a second too slow, it's probably because you're reacting to the game. Start thinking about what happens next, not just what's happening right now. Theme number 3, high ranks control their boost, whereas low ranks waste it. If you ever watched a pro match, you'll notice something. High ranked players always seem to have boost. And that's not luck, it's what's called boost efficiency. Low ranked players are constantly burning boost for no reason. Boosting at full speed when they're already supersonic, wasting 100 boosts on a challenge that frankly they had no chance of winning, or even overcommitting and leaving themselves stranded with no boost left. High ranks don't ever boost unless it's completely necessary. They take these small pads instead of hunting for the big 100 pads. They flip for momentum instead of using boost for speed. And they manage their boost so that they're never empty when it actually matters. A player who has 30 boost is way more dangerous than a player who wastes it all and has nothing left. Stop holding down boost and start playing smarter. Theme number 4, high ranks take space, low ranks give it away. If you watch a low ranked player, you'll notice a really consistent pattern. As soon as they get possession of the ball, they immediately give it away almost every single time. They see an open field and think, I have to send this ball forward. But high ranked players understand the value of space. When a high ranked player sees space, they take it. They don't rush a hit just because they can. They force the opponents to make a decision. For example, a low ranked player gets the ball, panics, and then clears it downfield right to the opponent. A high-ranked player recognizes they have space, controls the ball, and forces a defender to make a move. The moment that you realize every touch doesn't have to be instant, your entire game will slow down in the best way possible. Theme number 5, high ranks rotate intelligently and low ranks rotate blindly. Rotation isn't just about following a formula. It's about understanding where your team needs you. Low ranked players follow rotation blindly. They rotate too wide, or they assume that once they rotate back, they're out of the play completely. But high ranked players rotate dynamically. Instead of doing the same thing, they adjust the rotation based on the situation. If they see a teammate needs help, they cut and help the teammate. If they know their team has control of the ball, they stay wider for a pass. If they need to buy time, they slow down their rotation and support the play. Rotation isn't about following a set path of rules. It's about reading the game and being in the best possible situation at all times. Theme number 6, high ranks create pressure, low ranks give it away. Low ranked players think about Rocket League in terms of individual plays. They focus on making one good hit at a time. But high ranked players think about the long game. They don't just try to win one challenge, they try to control the sequence of plays that follows. Think about a simple clear from defense. A low-ranked player booms the ball downfield and just hopes for the best. A high-ranked player places their clear in a way that keeps possession or forces a really poor touch from the other team. And this applies to every part of the game. On offense, high ranks take controlled shots that force bad saves, keeping the pressure going. Low ranks just hit the ball on target and hope the opponent disconnects. In midfield, high ranks use soft touches and fakes to stay in control. Low ranks clear the ball straight to the opponent. On defense, high ranks clear the ball to the corners of their teammates. And pressure isn't just about taking more shots. It's about forcing your opponent into worse and worse situations until they finally break. If you find yourself constantly resetting on defense, it's probably because you keep handing the ball to your opponents instead of maintaining pressure and possession. Theme number 7, high ranks are patient, low ranks are restless. One of the biggest misconceptions in Rocket League is that high-ranked players are always moving faster than low-ranked players, and that's just not true. Reality is, high ranks are significantly more patient. At low ranks, players think they need to be constantly flipping, boosting, and challenging to keep up with the other players on the field. But in reality, the best players are the ones that know when to wait. Let's say you're on defense and your opponent is dribbling towards you. A low-ranked player panics and challenges immediately, diving in because they think they need to do something. A high-ranked player forces the attacker to commit first and then wins the challenge when it actually matters. And this same principle applies to offense as well. Low ranks take immediate shots even if the ball isn't in a good position. High ranks wait for the right moment to strike, making sure they take a high percentage shot instead of just throwing possession away. Patience also separates good rotations from bad ones. A low-ranked player cuts rotation because they don't want to wait their turn. A high-ranked player lets their teammate take the play and positions for a better follow-up. If you feel like you're always a step behind in your games, it's probably because you're rushing plays that don't need to be rushed. Theme number 8, high ranks recover instantly and low ranks stay out of the play. Low ranks take forever to get back into the play. They land awkwardly and they have to spend time correcting their car. They flip unnecessarily and waste time adjusting. They even burn boost trying to recover instead of just using wave dashes or power slides. Meanwhile, high ranks are landing efficiently. They make sure their car is always facing the next play. They're wave dashing after landing to instantly regain speed, and they're power sliding through turns instead of slowing down to reposition. The faster you recover, the faster you can get back into the play. If you ever feel like you are chasing the ball instead of controlling the game, it's probably because your recoveries are too slow. Start thinking about how fast you can get back into position after every touch, and you'll instantly feel like you're playing at a higher level. Theme number 9, high ranks control their speed, low ranks play at one pace. A lot of low-ranked players think they're just as fast as the high ranks. They're constantly boosting, flipping, and chasing balls at full speed. But speed actually isn't only about how fast you move. It's about how well you control your pacing. Low ranks play at maximum speed all game, which means they overcommit and can't recover, they throw themselves into bad challenges, and they waste boost because they're never slowing down. Whereas high-ranked players are always controlling their tempo. They accelerate when they need to, and they slow down when it's smarter. They boost only when necessary instead of constantly holding it down. And they balance their speed with control, so they're always ready for the next play. When you learn to balance speed with control, you stop overcommitting, you make better decisions, and you find yourself in the right place at the right time more often. Theme number 10, high ranks adapt, Low ranks make these same mistakes over and over and over again. Most low ranked players play every game the exact same. They have the same habits, the same playstyle, and the same mistakes. If something isn't working, they keep doing it the same way anyways. If an opponent exposes their weaknesses, they don't adjust, and if a certain rotation doesn't fit a match, they're doing it anyways. But high ranked players, they're adapting to every game. If an opponent is challenging early, they start faking to punish them. If their usual playstyle isn't working, they adjust their approach. If a teammate is rotating differently, they play around it instead of forcing their own rotation. This is why high ranked players can win games when things don't go perfectly. They're constantly adjusting by what the game is giving them. If you're losing a game, don't just keep playing the exact same way. Look at what's happening, recognize patterns, and adjust your playstyle. Theme number 11, high ranks take responsibility, low ranks blame their teammates. This is the most important theme out of everything in this video. The number one thing that separates the best players from everyone else is their mindset. Low ranks will always blame their teammates for their losses. High ranks will always take responsibility for their mistakes. There's a reason there's significantly less toxicity up in SSL as there is in Diamond. Every time you say, I lost because my teammate sucks, you're giving yourself an excuse not to improve. Truth is, you'll always have bad teammates. You'll always get unlucky games, but if you play at a Grand Champ or SSL level, you will reach Grand Champ or SSL. Instead of saying, my teammate missed an open net, ask yourself, what could I have done differently to create a better play? Instead of saying, my teammate overcommitted and left me in a 2v1, you could have asked yourself, could I have played safer to prevent the counterattack? The players who take responsibility for their mistakes are the ones who keep improving and rank up. If you take one thing from this entire video, let it be this. Your rank is your responsibility. The moment you start owning your mistakes is the moment that you'll keep improving. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.